And Alistair R5 or B5 in this case is very, very nice when Silas isn't available. And so I think DRX is going to be feeling pretty happy with how this draft went.
Yeah.
Yeah, should be able to take it as well with Yukao making his way back to lane.
Yeah,
a lot of priority there.
So many times recently we just haven't seen Corki having the success in lane. I think this was kind of the point I was saying in draft about, you know, do we see them pick up support in the first 3 with the Corki? They had a chance to, they didn't. The timing for Nongshim, who were looking to capitalize just before he got it.
Oh no, that was not the time to walk up, Taeun! Sometimes the arcane shift comes down and the regret immediately follows as Lehens kind of wishes he hadn't flashed in that mid lane because he is likely dead as well. No aftershock left and Jiu collects another double!
Impatient.
We're still doing push-ups.
Oh man.
All right, we're good. Yeah, this Ox. I hate to just be a broken record, you know, but where did that take place? In the bottom lane.
In the bottom lane.
No scuttles there.
That's true.
His both good weird. Yeah.
Oh, he's like, hey, we could make a play. He just arcade shifted it.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
The thing is, Lehens has no flash, and he has Cataclysm, so he's like 1,000,000% dead. But they're like, hey, let's just see if we can kill him without ulting.
Yeah.
And they can. But it's like just, it's so nice when you have that support left over.
Beautifully done.
Okay, Dragon Fight. Papa is resetting to TP.
Lehens does get spotted here on this flank angle. Teleport to come forward from Rich, looking to get in there. Zenithblade goes wide. The Pulverize doesn't. Hits onto 2. There's the knockup from Willer as well as cease and desist into the backline. Finds the Corki. And it is going to be the Cloud Drake taken down. And DRX again just mop them up. Nongshim just finding no joy in this game. And Nongshim still not able to find too much, but now maybe a dive attempt could be coming in, or Andal trying to save the player scout. Flashes over the top, and the threaded volley connects onto the Syndra. Andal wanting to get in range of a headbutt Pulverize, but he will not get there. And finally, Nongshim are on the board.
Decimated. You know, Kingan's only just joining now. Taeun didn't get to do anything. Scout's out the fight. This is where it gets a bit messy, though.
This was well played.
Yeah, this got a bit crazy. This is kind of like Nongshim, like we have to get something from this.
Well, looks to find the angle, flashes the scout of the week.
Yeah, and also Kingan got a good flash there as well, otherwise Andal would have CC'd him on the tower. This was risky, I'll be honest.
Items, in fact, it is just steel caps that are the difference, and I think he felt like he was a lot stronger than he actually was.
Yeah, steel caps definitely helping though. Yeah. Lady carry 1v1. Oh, Yukao in trouble.
Yeah, cease and desist does come on down there. Seismic shove does pull Yukao back as decent double knockup comes in, and oh my god, the unleashed power, massive damage onto the Talia, but he still managed to take down Yukao beforehand. Sponge now finding himself in a world of hurt though, as the bouncy castle is put up, and Lehens is unfortunately not old enough to participate. Just not allowed to join, and it is just Sponge. It's going to be taken down. Yeah, Lehens, the oldest player, or is it Scout? As anyway, Taeun once again going to get engaged on here by Jiu. The barrier does come on down for both of them. Solar Flare to pick up Jiu though, and Andal a little bit too late, or without quite as much range as the Leona. Herald once again here for Rich. Massive shield as the Cassante just dives into the backline. The Herald does come on through, and it looks like DRX is just going to be able to take this dragon without too much of a kerfuffle. Yeah, there it goes. Also grab a little bit of value here out of the Rift Herald at the same time in this bottom lane. Yeah, Sponge is also looking for some Krugs. Rich doesn't like that, but he is pushed away from his turret. Scout is down here as Lehens moving over as well. It is Operation Let's Kill Rich, and it is going to work out as he gets a big old shield. Scout trying to find the angle. Oh, one more auto, and there's the threaded volley, but Andal just going to knock him into the sky, and that's going to mean it's a 1-for-1 in the end.
And the fact is you need Taeun to be just playing at a super high level consistently to be getting the value of your composition. It's very risky.
And I mean, this was the pick that he built notoriety on, really fully committing, but Sponge is still on this dragon, and now Andal trying to get himself into the backline. Hex
the flank
to get him over there. Let's see whether Rich can find the angle as the headbutt comes in, and oh my goodness, that is not where Scout wanted to be. How did he even get there? I'm not even sure he knows at this point in time, but somehow he's now in the death chamber, and that is Soul Point going over to DRX.
Such a great angle there from Andal to find Scout, and he just gets bounce housed.
After the Trinity Force, but it looks like no more casualties apart from this turret.
Turret should just go down here. But yeah, I mean, we talked about lack of damage. If you lose one of your carries, you're especially in the bin here.
The fact that it's a bounce house and you get all outed, like you're just being thrown every single direction.
Yeah, I think when you saw the Hexgate, he had to trade flashes with Andal, which I'm not gonna lie, if he did that, that'd be like such an insane level of foresight.
Yeah, yeah.
That is the only way he lives there. Is like he has to read the Alistair and be like, I have to trade flashes immediately, and that'd be like one of the greatest plays we've seen in the LCK Cup so far. But
instead, it was a great play that was really having some phenomenal games, this LCK Cup.
Yeah.
I think it's so far been the greatest that we've seen him consistency-wise. Is all right, Weaver's Wall does come towards the top side. Seismic Shove does go a little bit wide, but I think they've still got enough to take down the Syndra. Andal and Will are not going to be able to offer enough damage back. And so punish UCal in side lanes. Andal does see that this ward is here. Rich is now moving over. They spot Lehens as Gio looks to get himself to safety. The Seismic Shove's done nothing, and Willa finds everyone with the flag and drag as Rich looking to get into that backline onto Taeyeon. The Arcane Shift is good, but the flash is there. Rich doesn't hit the Q though. Taeyeon survives for a long time, but Scout's dead. The damage is gone, and Nongshim just invited DRX to the Baron pit and basically fed it to them.
that was such a crazy fight, and honestly, Jiwoo just kind of went melee mode on the Corki, flew straight in and just went, you guys don't have the damage to deal with me, and I'm just going to get maximum Gatling gun value in this situation.
They're lacking damage. You know, one of the damage-dealing members is missing. Well, Nongshim unfortunately didn't draft any damage in their composition, so it was already missing on their side, and perhaps they didn't.
Because we already had... Oh.
And's going to get knocked up as Willa looking to cause a ruckus. Andal finds himself in an awkward position here as UCal ghosting around the fight. There's the Cataclysm right on top of Scout. They're looking to take him down as Rich gets into the backline and just disrupts everyone. That's two already on the floor. Taeyeon thinks he's in safety, but this is Kasante, and Rich is going to chase him down. Taeyeon and Kingen, the only ones still standing here is... Okay, Andal's going to get flashed on. He does go down, but there's the flash forward from Rich. He's underneath the turret, and he looks like he doesn't care. Maybe he should care a little, as DRX might be breaking open the base, or they might just be leaving because they're looking a little worse for wear.
I also want to know, Rich has joined the Bandle Pipers.
Bandle Pipes.
Yes, but I'm saying he's picked up the item. So
I know.
So he has it, right?
Yeah.
He's...
Oh, right. So he's actually started playing.
He's performing.
Yeah,
yes.
he's performing.
That's
now.
the point I'm making.
It's actually even on levels, so the levels aren't really much of a big deal.
He just keeps valking forward.
He does. And he does it with impunity as there's the all-out on top of Taeyeon as Rich is looking for the angle, but there are a lot of bad guys around him. He doesn't have much to get this one done. There's the Weaver's Wall. Rich survived for way too long as Willa. I mean, Taeyeon is still firing out damage, but Sponge is just dead. And Jiu, he has a Valkyrie and he's not afraid to use it. Taeyeon, oh, well, he maybe, okay, could have used it a bit better than that, but that's fine. That is 2 dead for Nongshim, 1 for DRX, and Hextech Soul was already there. Like, this is already a really rough time. Wait, hang on.
I think Scout's in a little bit of trouble.
I think Scout may have just realized that the trouble has arrived. Scout of the Week comes in, Pulverize, and he's dead.
How many deaths is Scout on in this series?
6.
Right.
They're not going to be having a great time.
Who walked 350 kilometers, please tell me that's a DRX fan.
Oh,
that's
God.
Oh, my God. Like, no, you didn't win around. Please.
That would be... Surely they're not going to leave early after, you know, putting in all that effort.
I mean, what difference does it make? It's a rounding error at that point. No, he wants to go.
All right, well, here's the flank. Solar Flare doesn't do too much. The Weaver's Wall goes down there. They're looking for Jiu. Let's see whether they can take it. The Pulverize is great peel, though, and Scout is already running so incredibly far. Lance is going to get taken down. Jiu is still okay. Valkyrieing for fun in the middle of the lane. Taeyeon's dead, so much of the damage is now missing. And there's that bouncy castle we were talking about. That is going to spell the end of King, and Scout had actually gone a really large distance away, but it wasn't far enough to get away from Willa.
G was just too tanky. He just kind of stands there and absorbs it all, and then says, you know what?
And what? Yeah. No, I'm Valken along. It was sort of just driving through. It wasn't going very far, doing very much, but he was pressing W while he was getting there. DRX are going to look to do it again, move themselves to match point in this series against Nongshim. I didn't even think this was going to be the match matchup yesterday, and now DRX are finding angles 2-0. Is it just going to be a sweep? That'd be ridiculous. I mean, surely not.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.